Hi guys.
Hi, hello, how you guys doing?
Hello. My name is Titi, and
I'm Tunde.
welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I've been MIA for a while, yes, but I'm back now. And if you're watching this, we have some news.
We
We
are
are
pregnant.
pregnant. Yay! Yes, we are pregnant. This is really um, a good news. It's an amazing news. Baby, how do you feel?
Yeah, it's an amazing news, like you said. We have been, working towards this, and it's just amazing to see everything that all the effort we've put into it come to fruition. So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yes.
As a disclaimer, she's way more dramatic than I am, so do not take my calm outlook as meaning that I'm not interested. She's just very dramatic and I'm not, which is fine.
That's the perfect couple. So one person that is dramatic and the other person that is not dramatic.
Okay, all
That
right.
makes the perfect couple.
All right.
I can be dramatic for the both of us. This is a video to talk about my first trimester and what
Yeah.
happened during my first trimester, how we got here, how we got pregnant, and just like our fertility journey. Last year, I was pregnant. So many people did not know this, don't know this, and this is probably the first time you're hearing this. I know I was pregnant last year, and I carried the baby till about 17 to 18 weeks,
Yeah.
and then we lost the baby. It was a really dark. It was a really dark moment. We really, went through a lot. We tried to find ourselves again. We tried to put a lot in our marriage. Just to get through that time, that phase. It was a really dark phase, but we got through it, and we're here. Bouncing. We're good. Do we want to talk about what happened
The
with the
journey.
pregnancy? Yeah, I feel like you're.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, like you said earlier, the pregnancy was still 17 to 18 weeks. We're pregnant. We're excited about it. So we had started to the clinics and everything, but it was an eventful pregnancy. I think you were bleeding up from how many weeks did you start
Eight
bleeding from?
weeks.
8 weeks,
Yeah.
and she bled all through till 8 weeks. And so we had multiple visits to the hospital during the pregnancy. So it was a really stressful period for her, especially
Yeah.
for her, really, not for me. I was just a partner trying to support, really. So it was really stressful period, but eventually the unimaginable happened. We lost the baby, and we had to recover from that first. And then after we recovered mentally, emotionally, psychologically, we then now had to start planning on how we wanted to now conceive, and, try again, which wasn't happening, as fast as we wanted it to. All kinds of things were put into place, tracking ovulation, the usual stuff, but it just wasn't happening. And she became really stressed. And I think it now got to a point where, I think even the stress became an hindrance to conceiving because she was just really stressed about it. So we had to get to that point where we're like, you know what? I think we're just gonna stop actively trying, calm down, and not think, give it too much thought, and just see how it goes. And we stopped actively trying. I mean, when I say trying, I mean, we stopped tracking ovulation. We stopped trying to, plan when we would,
Consummate.
yeah, exactly. And then, we just left it alone. And after a
And then
few,
we're supposed to start the fertility treatment.
yeah, so we had already started the process of, proper fertility treatment, which, was going to include an IVF. So we were in the pathway to that. We already started, drawing bloods, running
Yeah.
investigations and things like that. So we already opened my mind about the possibility that this was probably going to end up in an IVF, where we had concluded that was what it was going to be,
Yes.
and we're fine with it. We had internalized it, and we're okay with it. And as the universe and God will have it, unexpectedly, boom,
It just happened.
It just happened. Of course, the usual, stories. You don't see your period. We happened, and then we're like, okay, let's go get the pregnancy test kit. We did, and voila, it was positive. And
Yeah.
we're like, wow. Just when we stopped, being too worried about it,
Yeah.
and then that's when it happened.
Yeah.
Just as another disclaimer, this video is not an advice. It's not a medical advice. It's not to say that
Don't try or
don't
don't
do
go
this,
for it.
don't do this,
This
or
was just what happened in our case.
So it's not an advice. Basically, we're just sharing our own story, and that's just it, basically, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, and we're here now, 3 months down the line, and it's been amazing. There's been no bleeding, just the usual pregnancy symptoms. We're having more clinic visits now because of the previous issue of miscarriage, where we're having to monitor how the baby is, growing, how the pregnancy is progressing, just to be sure that if there's anything, we're able to catch it on time. And so far, so good. Everything it's been smooth.
Yeah.
And that's from a medical standpoint. So, yeah, talk about more.
From a medical standpoint, that's why I got married to a doctor. So yeah, he basically has said everything. That was what happened during the last pregnancy. And we fall into the category of the cliches of just when you were about to start your fertility treatment, you got pregnant. So yes, we we are part of those people.
Yeah.
The same month that we were supposed to, it was exactly 1 year that the miscarriage happened. Exactly 1 year that we got pregnant. So it's like a miracle. It's like when I had the miscarriage, I remember speaking to God and like praying, and I'm like, I need another baby. Like you owe me one. I was literally talking to God like it's my friend. You owe me one. And just exactly 1 year it happened. So we're grateful. We're taking the journey as it goes. We're more intentional. We're more grateful, and we're internalizing, the pregnancy journey more than the last one. We're more in tune with what is happening right now, emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally.
Yeah.
We're just more in tune with each other right now. Like during this pregnancy journey, my husband has been fantastic. I mean, really, really fun. I'll look at him sometimes and I'll be like, this.
Try our best.
And I'm like, this man is amazing.
Yeah, so what I just wanted to say is that, part of my own philosophy in life is, always try to be better. I believe that learning is a lifelong process and it never really ends. And that, when something happens, it's always good to reflect back on it and then try to improve on it. And so for me, after we had the first miscarriage and, I had a lot of reflection and, you're just trying to figure out what could you have done better? How could you have been, more supportive as a husband to your partner? And, I just reflected on these things and, it made me a better person, really. And so whatever, she's saying that I'm doing better because I knew that, now I'm a better partner and a support system now than I was back then.
Yeah.
Because, and I think that's just what life is really about, just about constantly improving yourself. And to be honest with you, I feel like, right now I'm now in a space mentally where I feel like I'm more equipped to be a father. I know that, 80% of the stuff I need to learn, even 90% of the stuff I need to learn, I'm guessing you're probably going to learn it
On the job.
But you can, try and psych yourself up and try and prepare yourself, but nothing really prepares you for the full responsibility of being a parent until you start, until you get into it. That's what I think anyway.
Yeah.
And, we know it's going to be stressful. We're trying our best to mentally get ready for that. We know it's going to be a lot of work. And I think it's going to be the most challenging thing that one will ever do.
Yeah.
Being a parent. Not just being a parent, being a good parent.
Yes.
Because we're not just trying to be parents for the sake of being parents.
Being a parent, yeah.
We want to be good parents. And I want this process to be one that, brings us together rather than putting us apart. Because, we hear the stuff that, having children have the tendency of separating partners.
Yes.
But as with all things, I believe that, everything comes down to effort.
Intentionality.
And being intentional.
Yeah.
And I think that if you can put that in and be conscious of what is going on, I think that you stand a better chance of, if anything, you can even make it, this entire process, something that even brings
The best.
Out
Brings
the
you
best,
closer.
brings out the best in you.
Yes.
Because even now that baby is not here already, I can already see myself in being more selfless, being more thinking more about the other person than
Yeah.
myself,
Yes.
and trying to see how I can put it in place for her as opposed to just myself.
Yeah.
So I can, when a child comes in, it's just going to be the same thing,
Yeah.
not thinking about somebody else, about your partner, about your child, and putting them first. So I think if utilized properly, it can make you a better person.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking forward to that experience,
That
really.
experience, yes.
Yeah.
How did we find out we were pregnant?
To be honest, I think you are the ones who has more to say in regards to that,
Okay.
because you,
So, because
yeah,
I found out first,
yeah,
and then you can say your own part, how you
yeah,
felt. I don't know if you knew before, but anyway.
yeah,
So like I said, we stopped trying. We stopped I stopped tracking my ovulation or anything. So we're just, there as normal couple. And then 2 days before I found out I was pregnant, it was a day before. 2 days before was the day before my period was supposed to come, my monthly flow. And then my dad called me and he said he had a dream. Did you remember?
yeah.
Yeah. He said he had a dream, and I said, "What was the dream?" He said, I told him I came to meet him. He was sitting somewhere. He said it was like a vision. So my dad usually does his midnight prayers from like 1 to 5 a.m. every day. He never misses it, by the way. Shout out to you, Daddy. So he said during one of the prayer that day, I came to tap him to wake up. Daddy, wake up. I have a good news for you. That's what I said in the dream. He said, what was the good news? I said, what we've been praying for has come. I am pregnant. And he was so excited in the vision, and it was like a trance. I don't know if it's to call it a trance. I don't know what it's called. A vision, I would say it's a vision. And he was so excited in the vision, and he was like, oh wow, you're pregnant. Yeah, glory be to God. And he started praying and thanking God. And then he woke up suddenly at 5 a.m. So that was what he called me to say. And then he said, he's just, calling to tell me that that's what he saw in the dream. And then he's praying that it comes to pass, that he believes that it's going to come to pass very sooner than we think. My husband was there when this call was happening.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm making it up or anything. So I said, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Me in my head thinking we are starting our fertility journey. So I don't know if this can still happen. This is your dream, but we've already put in for fertility. We're starting this month. So the next day, the day he said this dream, he told me this dream was when I was supposed to see my period. It didn't come. And then the next day, it still didn't come. And then I had pregnancy tests at home, the test kits. And I decided to do a pregnancy test. And then it was positive. I almost couldn't believe my eyes. I was, what? My dad literally said this yesterday and today. I'm finding out that I'm pregnant. It means that I was already pregnant the whole time it was having this dream. And I didn't even know. There was no symptom, nothing. And that day, I couldn't just wait for my husband to wake up. As soon as he woke up, I wanted to do a dramatic pregnancy reveal, like the last one I did for him before we had the miscarriage. I wrapped the pregnancy kit in a gift thing, and gave it to him. I wanted to do that so bad, but because of how excited I was, I couldn't wait to show him. And then it was as if my husband already also knew, because he wasn't really, really surprised. It wasn't as surprised as the first time. He didn't have that, oh, really surprised expression. It was like, oh, I knew this was, babe, okay, don't let me speak for you. But say your own side of the story. Like when I gave you the thing, what is it that you already knew, or you were too excited, you were too happy, or you were surprised that someone told us something yesterday and then today is happening?
It was not like I knew, but I wasn't surprised at the same time. I knew that, I always knew that, there was that possibility that we were going to conceive before we went fully into the fertility pathway, the infertility pathway. So I knew that there was always that possibility. And every month, I always had some level of hope that, it was possible that was going to happen this month. So my hopes were already, like there's always that possibility. And speaking to your dad is someone is quite good with predicting things and seeing visions and things like that. I know it sounds very cliche and stuff, but it's just the truth.
Yeah.
And so when he said it as well, I was like, okay, this might actually be happening. And when you brought out like, it was just a mixture of different feelings. I was surprised, I was happy, I was shocked, I was relieved, I was everything. And so I was just calm about it. And, I was like, okay, this has happened. This is here. And, we'll take it a day at a time. And then in the next, couple of days, we're internalizing of like, whoa, this is really happening. At first, I think we had to go and get another test kit.
Yeah.
And then we had to retest it. I think on the
Second day.
second day, we got another test kit just to be sure.
Yeah.
And it was there. And we got another one again just to be sure. And it was still there. I was like, okay.
Tested.
And I was like, yeah, we're doing this.
Yeah. So that was how we found out we were pregnant. So I know that my dad always...
She's always very emotional like that. Okay, I think I'm not supposed to do this because she's going to cry more. But don't cry. It's all right.
Okay.
It's okay. She's very strong. Don't be fooled by the tears. She's the strongest person I know. She's way stronger than I am. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
You're not trying to make me feel good.
No. She's way stronger.
Thank you, baby. So I know that my dad had always prayed for, the pregnancy to come through, and, he always prayed every time he spoke to me. I mean, for somebody that prays from 1 to 5 a.m. every day, I knew that he always prayed for, it to happen. And then when it finally happened, it was like, wow, this is really happening. And he was the first person, to say it. And then I remember that my friend, Victoria, you're probably watching this video, few days before then too, she looked at me. I went to her house and I slept on the couch. Mind you, I don't take afternoon naps. Never.
Yeah, we should have figured it out then,
yes.
right?
I never take afternoon naps. If you see me sleeping in an afternoon, I'm sick. I am sick. I don't take afternoon naps. My husband is the one that takes that afternoon. He takes it for the both of us. So I was napping we should have known, like I said, because I was really sleeping in the afternoons then. I napped on a chair. And then as soon as I woke up, she just looked at me. She was pregnant at this time. She was almost, I think she had about 2 weeks to give birth. Yeah, she had about 2 weeks to give birth. And then she just looked at me and she said, Titi, you're pregnant. And I was like, what? Please leave me alone. I'm not pregnant. So I just, waved it like, yeah, no, I'm not pregnant. No, me that I've been trying to get pregnant all this while. It's not happening. Is it now that I want to start my fertility journey? That's when I'm pregnant. I beg. And then we just left it. It turned out I was actually pregnant. So everyone around me was saying that I was pregnant except me. So God is wonderful, and we're so grateful that this has happened. How has the pregnancy been? How do you feel, babe? How has it been for you? My symptoms, dealing with me, the pregnancy, how has it been? And yeah.
It's been amazing. It's been yes, you've had your symptoms, you've had your days, but nothing out of the ordinary of what is expected from someone who is pregnant or in their first trimester. So I would say it's been 10 over 10.
Yeah.
And you've been dealing with it really well. You've been really strong, and I'm really proud of you and how you've been dealing with everything that is going on. I'm not a woman, so I cannot really
Yeah,
I don't know what I cannot fully comprehend everything that you're feeling and everything that you're experiencing. All I can do is offer support, which I try my best.
Which you're doing.
Which I try my best to do. So, but just this is not about me; it's about you, and you've been doing a great job, and I'm really proud. You've been strong, and I pray that the Lord continues to give you the strength
Amen.
to carry this through.
Amen.
Till term.
Amen.
And
Amen.
So far so good, really. So far so good. It's been uneventful.
Okay.
All our scans have been fine.
Yeah.
Your symptoms have been,
yeah,
well under control.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
So how has pregnancy been for me? It has been good. No extreme symptoms. I also remember telling myself when I got pregnant that I wasn't going to complain too much. I wasn't going to internalize all the, bad reviews on pregnancy. I wasn't going to internalize it because that's where my problem starts from. Internalizing is where the mind is really funny. So I really was determined to just carry through and just be at peace and just be grateful. So I spend most of my days being grateful for what is happening right now rather than complaining. And I'm actually someone that sees life like that. Overall, I'm a grateful person. Instead of complaining, I like to be grateful. So I just took that into my pregnancy, and that has really helped me. No extreme symptoms, and my husband has been also wonderful, emotionally, physically, mentally. I couldn't have asked for a better man to go through this journey with me. See, ladies, if you're ever going through this journey, pregnancy, you need to look for a supportive partner because it's not easy. Even as I'm saying that I don't want to complain and I'm just trying to be strong, it's not easy. Look, I can't even explain the pains. I have fibroids on top of, what is happening. So the pain is like double. But like I said, I just want to be grateful. And that's what I'm going to do. Yes, we didn't say this during the first listen. I have fibroids, and it was part of the things that the pregnancy was the reason why the pregnancy wasn't coming as fast. I guess maybe from a medical standpoint.
Fibroids do contribute to infertility.
Yeah. How do you feel being an incoming father?
Ooh, it's everything. It's scary. It's overwhelming. It's exciting. It is, sometimes I think about it and I'm like, what value do I want to teach my child? How am I going to raise my child, our child? And, one of the...
many ways to raise a child. It's hard to pick,
just different opinions. You're not sure because we really want to be intentional parents. I pray every day that the Lord grants me the strength, the discipline. But one thing that I've made up my mind is I'm not going to teach my child. I'm going to show my child.
Yeah.
And so as a consequence of that, I just have to be a better person.
Yeah.
Because the child is going to be watching me now and somebody's going to be picking up the stuff I'm doing. So once you come, I have to step up my game. I have to be better in every aspect of my life because I now have somebody who is looking at daddy and because it's really not about the stuff that you see as a parent. And that's just reflecting on my own upbringing. It was not really about the things that, your parents really screamed about. It was the environment that was created for you.
What you see them
and
doing.
what you see them doing. That's what you internalize. And that's what goes into your subconscious. And that's why we're always saying, sometimes not really about genes, really. Sometimes just what you internalize subconsciously growing up. So I've reflected on my own upbringing and I realized, okay, I think, that's part of the things I want to correct moving forward. Not just to tell, but to show and be a better person so that child sees me being a better person and he learns from that and do all that from a very young age.
Yeah.
So it's everything. It's fear, it's excitement, I'm happy, I'm grateful, it's everything.
Yeah.
All in one basket.
Yeah.
And above all, gratitude.
Yes.
And gratitude, not just to be a father, but to be able to do it with the love of my life, because that's really the important part. Being able to share this experience with somebody that you really care about, with somebody that you cherish, with somebody that you're happy with somebody that that you love. Yeah, so that's the adhesive that holds everything together. So yeah. I told you she was dramatic.
So I have nothing to add to that. My husband has said everything, and I feel the same way, and we have the same views about parenting and how we want to raise the child. We have the same view. So yeah, I don't have anything to add to that.
Yeah.
The husband is the head of the home. So.
When it is convenient. Don't ever fall for that trap. You're not the head. You're the head when it is convenient. When it's time to pay bills and buy stuff, that's when you're the head. But they boss you around the house.
I can't wait for the child to come to this environment and experience what love is.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to? I feel like you've answered it.
Yeah, what am I looking forward
what
to?
are you
I'm
looking
looking forward to the first, that moment where I'm first going to, see my child.
You said I'm emotional. You want me to be emotional again.
Okay, just zone out.
Okay.
So that you don't get all emotional.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the moment that I constantly picture. That moment when the first time we're going to meet each other is going to be so powerful for me. And I think I really just can't wait. And, just seeing a mini you and being like, this is from me, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really can't wait for that.
All the milestones.
Yeah.
All the birthdays, first steps, first mama or papa.
Whichever one, doesn't really matter.
Mama.
I know you're obsessed with mama. I really don't care.
And who the baby is going to look like more. I have two battles to fight. Who the child says first, mama or papa, and who the child is going to look like more.
That's a battle between yourself. Because I'm not in that battle. I really don't care. I just want my child to thrive.
I'm doing this for the mamas, for the mamas community, for the moms.
Okay.
The child has to say mom first. Like, I'm going to start singing it in the child's ears as soon as you come up. Mom, mama, 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 mama. You have to say mama first. Don't betray me. Are you listening?
Okay.
And yes, so that's our first trimester video. I'm currently 15 weeks. I will be 16 weeks tomorrow. And it's like the end of the first trimester. I'm in my second trimester now. Our baby is going to watch this video.
Yep. That's the most important part, actually.
Yes.
So that you can see how mommy and daddy
You're going to see
documenting everything for you. That you can come back to this and watch it.
Yeah.
And when you watch it, we hope you smile.
Yeah.
And we hope that we'll live up to our expectations of showing you what love is.
Yeah.
And teaching you to be better than we are.
Yeah.
To thrive in the world.
To take the best of both of us.
Yes.
So you're going to watch this video, and when you do, know that mommy and daddy loves you. And you're still in my belly right now. You're going to watch it when you come out. Just know that you were still here. You were tiny.
Yep.
Punching and kicking me. Every time we go for a scan, this baby is jumping up and down.
Yeah. Exactly.
What happened at the last scan, baby?
It was very, very active baby. Very active baby.
This baby held what did they hold?
The placenta.
The placenta.
The umbilical cord.
The umbilical cord. Held it like this in his hands in the scan. I think it's like his father. Yeah, like his father.
I doubt that, but if you say so.
We've come to the end of the video. I thank you for watching. My husband he's looking at me like, I don't know, but why are you looking at me? Are you tripping for me?
Of course, I'm always tripping for you.
We've come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. We hope that this video connects to every trying to conceive mom out there. If you're trying to conceive, I connect my faith with yours, and I pray for you that you are going to get your heart desire very soon. I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is, and I pray for you. I'm connecting my faith to yours, and I'm praying for you. By the reason of me conceiving, you should also carry your baby very soon. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.